So if I have a cybersecurity business and I want a consistent flow of inquiries to help generate more revenue and grow my business month on month, what would you recommend from a marketing strategy?
So from a marketing strategy, I would start by saying I would get into search engine optimization, making certain that my website looks great from a branding point of view, and I've got all the different types of cybersecurity services for exactly what I do. So, and I'd be physically trying to rank that. So I'd optimize my content, I'd build some backlinks, I'd be internal linking all that together. So I've got that strength to try to get those organic rankings within Google. But also with regards to the SEO, I'd be making certain that from a conversion rate optimization standpoint, it's set up for conversion. So any traffic that's coming through to my site is there set up from a CRO point of view that can convert then into potential clients. So once I've got CRO set up, I'd potentially go down the road of PPC. Let me know whether your thoughts with regards to PPC.
So I think that PPC is pretty expensive, if I'm being honest. Like I've tried PPC in multiple different industries, and if you don't know what you're fully doing, it can be a recipe for disaster, especially if you don't have somebody full-time doing it. That's my personal opinion. So if, say for example, you are setting up the actual ad account in Google Ads, you're also dealing with all the new inquiries, and then you're also potentially like putting together like a pitch deck and stuff. It's just too much work for one person to do. Unless you do have a team, then by all means do it. You then also have what's called click fraud, which is basically like people that are spying on your ads. You potentially have your competitors clicking on your ads. So if you're spending £500 a day and let's say it's £50 cost per click, and 3 of your competitors have clicked on your ads, that's £150 down the drain. So just bear that in mind when you are doing any form of PPC. I preferably like the route of going down the SEO route, because obviously you can rank for keywords like cybersecurity for law firms, cybersecurity for architects, cybersecurity for accountants. You've got all of those different keywords that you can go down, and you can always like kind of show yourself as being the expert. But away from the SEO side, talk to me about lead generation.
So if you are a cybersecurity company looking to grow your business, in my opinion, probably the best form of marketing and advertising that you can do is teaming up with the right lead generation companies. So we've spoke about SEO, and SEO is a long-term play, making certain your branding and all that is set up correctly online. We've spoke about PPC, which is very risky because of the click fraud, and you're paying per click. Your next kind of potential of what you could do, instead of just paying for a click, you can be paying for a lead. It's a lot less risky than doing PPC. So there's plenty of companies out there that do lead generation for cybersecurity. I own quite a large lead generation company called Fatrank.com. They offer something that's very, very, very different in comparison to other lead generation companies. They do it on a no-win, no-fee basis. So you have nothing to pay for copy and the content. You have nothing to pay for any backlinks. You have nothing to pay for any social media ads. You have nothing to pay for any PPC. You do not even pay for the lead. The only thing you pay on is if you convert that lead, and then you add a percentage in for us as a finder's fee. We're very, very selective with who we work with. We need to make certain that your branding's good. You've got a lot of good testimonials and a lot of good reviews. If you have all that set up, then we could work with you as a cybersecurity company that's looking for growth. So I'd head on over to fatrank.com and fill in a form and check to see whether you qualify. If you don't, there'll be reasonings of why you don't. Go and improve. Like, instead of sulking about it, go and improve. Might be you don't have enough testimonials or reviews or case studies. The website doesn't look strong enough. Your email doesn't look very professional. Go and improve upon the reasons why you have been declined, if you have been declined. Go and find, if you do get accepted, don't throw all your eggs in that one basket. Go and find 2 or 3 other lead generation companies and test them, check the return on investment and see who else. Fatrank will guarantee you the return on investment, but see if any of the others are actually on a pay-per-lead basis, they're converting well and you're making a return on investment. Be spending money there as well. Like, if you're making a return on investment, it's good business if you're looking for growth as a cybersecurity company to not just throw all your eggs in that one basket and team up with a couple. Get your SEO kind of lane going. Maybe I agree with Kaz, PPC is a little bit expensive, but there is other stuff with regards to, if you're going to write a lot of blog posts about cybersecurity and like any sort of reasoning of why someone might be looking to have a cybersecurity service being set up, you could be sharing that on social media. Yeah. Would you think that like social media ads or organic social media could work well for a cybersecurity company?
I think that if you're going to go down the Facebook ads route, I would potentially do like maybe a cybersecurity audit, try and maybe even give that away for free, just so you're getting the inquiries in.
It's a great idea. It's a great hook.
And then you can, if you know what you're doing, you could probably go into any business and be like, "Whoa, your emails aren't set up because of X, Y, and Z reasons. Your banking ain't set up correctly. Whatever else." So if you can offer that for free, then by all means, you're going to get a lot of inquiries very quickly via Facebook ads. And then with social, so not the like just organically posting within Facebook. What I would be probably doing there is more educational content, educating people as to why cybersecurity is important, being a little bit more broad with that. And then it's going to go out to a lot of people. It might go out to, let's say, 10,000 people, but that 10,000 people might not necessarily mean that it's 10,000 new customers. Out of the 10,000, there might be a couple hundred people that might inquire, and out of the couple hundred, there might be 5 people that end up converting into actual paying customers. But away from Facebook ads and social media, would you recommend any traditional marketing?
For this industry, I probably wouldn't.
Right.
I think it's expensive. I don't think you can track the KPIs. I don't think you can track a return on investment. If I was a ridiculously large business that wants to be omnipresent in different areas of, let's say, a local, let's say London, and I want to go on the underground and on buses and on billboards, radio ads and TV ads, maybe, but generally speaking, I am a sucker for return on investment. I want to make certain that the money I'm putting into a business, I'm seeing some sort of returns on it. Yeah. And I think traditional marketing, I would prefer to put it into social media. I'd prefer to put it in SEO, and I'd prefer to put it into buying some leads from lead generation companies. That's the 3 major plays that I would be doing if I'm looking to grow a cybersecurity company.
Yeah, for sure. I think that's probably a good reasonable amount of ways to actually grow the business. Definitely, if you guys are watching this, go and set up like a Facebook ads campaign potentially, and try to do like some audits and stuff, because I think that's quite a good hook. If you guys do want a free consistent flow of inquiries, make sure to check the link down below and apply on fatrank.com.